Hi, my name is Cheebs and I do a lot of solo backpacking, camping, and hiking. And in today's video, I do a one-night winter camping trip and I show you how to stay warm during the winter without a fire. I had a lot of fun making this video and I hope you enjoy it. And we're off. Already made a mistake starting off. I forgot the tracks to put on the bottom of my boots. And as you can see, we recently got some snow. However, it's melting and the trees are just dropping all of the snow from their branches. And we are getting caught in the crossfire of it. So I am currently in the middle of battling some kind of cold. I've had a sore throat for about a week now and I just can't seem to kick it. Went home for the holidays and brought back just all of the illnesses. So we are on the struggle today. But at least it's beautiful. I mean, just stunning. So we're only hiking about 2.5 miles in and then 2.5 miles out. I figured because I'm feeling a little sick, I shouldn't push it. Also, to quickly note, I receive a lot of questions on how heavy my pack is. And for a while, I didn't know because I just didn't have a scale to measure it. But I recently purchased a scale and I weighed this pack before I set out. And I have the bare essentials plus a few luxury items, all of it totaling 32 pounds of weight. That's including the frame, so not too bad. And in true Cheebs fashion, I got a late start to this hike. So I'm gonna put my butt in overdrive and go as quickly as I can, as safely as I can. So I have a little bit of sunlight to enjoy my camp spot. Just a heads up, I'm about to show you a bug, so if you don't like bugs, just giving you a warning now. So that bug is a part of the bug family known as Pentatomidae, and it's the same family that contains stink bugs. And you can define these bugs from two main characteristics. They have a piercing mouth part known as a proboscis, and then a shield-like back. And that's a pretty easy way to determine that they're a part of the Pentatomidae family. I used to have a mild affinity for entomology back when I studied it in college, and I did my senior research on the European honeybee Apis mellifera and how different microsporidian pathogens contribute to colony collapse disorder. So I don't really exercise that knowledge anymore besides when I'm hiking because I don't do it for work, but it used to be a passion of mine. Lost track of the trail because it's buried under snow, but I have a general direction of where I need to go. Just that way, having this mountain off to my left. And if I just go through this little saddle, the lake should be right there. So Doing a bit of trailblazing here. Now, I do feel obligated to say that if you're new to hiking, I really strongly advise against just trailblazing if you lose sight of the trail. I feel comfortable doing it because I do have quite a few years in experience of hiking, pretty much my whole life. Make sure the decisions you're making are reflective of your skill level. I can't stress that enough. Safety is always of utmost importance and priority. Okay, I've made it to the lake and I'm just gonna get set up as soon as I can with camp. Some unfortunate things happened getting here, though. I didn't realize the safety for my bear spray had fallen off, and I accidentally sprayed all my stuff with bear spray. I'm just gonna go ahead and get set up with camp here, and right now what I'm doing is I've picked this nice flat spot right here, and I'm just stomping out the snow to make it as flat as I possibly can. You can also use a shovel for this. Look at this view. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on dinner. Thankfully, it's not supposed to get too cold tonight. I don't think it's supposed to even drop below 30 degrees. Now, don't get me wrong, that's still cold, but thankfully it's not gonna be like below freezing. And even though I'm allowed to start a fire, I don't think I'm gonna be starting one. I don't know, I'm undecided, we'll see. And for dinner tonight, I'm just doing one of the backpacking meals. I'm doing chicken and dumplings. Sometimes when you're cold weather camping, it's just so much easier to do the backpacking meals, as expensive as they are. But now that I'm not moving, it's getting chilly. I am so excited to hunker in my sleeping bag tonight. I have some sleepy time tea to warm up a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and boil some water to then put in my Nalgene for warmth tonight. I'm a happy girl right now, y'all. I'm getting pretty chilly, starting to shiver a little bit. And because the sun goes down, it's only like 5 p.m. right now. Because the sun goes down so soon, it's gonna be a long night. So I might like do some jumping jacks and squats and run around before I climb in the tent. You should eat something before hopping in your sleeping bag, because eating food raises your core temperature. So my gloves got a bit wet on the way up and with setting up camp, and I forgot an extra pair. So right now I'm currently just holding it against the heat of this while I boil my water, and you can see some of the steam coming off of the glove. I am getting ready to jump in the tent for the night, but I'm feeling a little chilly, so I'm gonna do some jumping jacks before bed and maybe some squats. The thing is, when you're jumping in your tent for the night, your sleeping bag obviously doesn't generate heat. So if you're jumping into your sleeping bag and then trying to warm up, that's gonna be really difficult, especially in these kind of temperatures. So you wanna make sure you're nice and warm before jumping into your sleeping bag. This is kind of terrifying. Okay, feeling nice and warm now. Okay, now that I'm in my tent for the night, I am going to put some clothes on. And the first thing I'm gonna do is take my socks off that got wet from the sweat on the hike on the way up and get some better socks on. And I'm also gonna put my down booties on. This is my favorite luxury item when doing cold camping. I truly don't know if I could do winter camping without these things at this point. I have a feeling I'm gonna be toasty warm tonight. And then I am going to take some of these hand warmers, which are multi-use. I love these things so much. And I am going to put them on my inner thighs where some major arteries run. So I have 4 of these hand warmers. I'm gonna put 2 in my down booties and 2 on my inner thigh. And then I have my hot water bottle up my jacket right here. So I should be toasty warm all night long. If you are using these, remember that you have to expose them to oxygen because that's how they heat up. So you wanna make sure they heat up before you put them where you need to put them. One of the most important things when staying warm while winter camping without a fire is having proper gear. And this sleeping bag I have is a down sleeping bag, meaning there are feathers in it. If you have one of these bags, it's important to take it out of the compression sack to air out before jumping into it because the feathers need time to expand and that'll keep you the warmest. But this bag I have has a comfort rating of 0 degrees Fahrenheit. But if you go winter camping and you don't make a fire and you're just trying to stay warm with the gear you have, it is worth the extra money to buy proper gear in that case. Well, I've been laying in my tent reading for the past couple of hours and I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. Good morning! It's windy? Well, I guess that means it's my time to get up. Nothing like putting on a cold pair of pants first thing in the morning. Frozen boots. I don't even know if I can get my foot in. These things are frozen solid. All right, my rain fly is about to fly off, but to be honest, I can only think about one thing right now, and it's coffee. So let's go make some coffee. Good morning. Oh, that sun feels so nice. It got cold last night. I don't know if you can see all of the frost on the outside of my tent. Gosh, what a beautiful view to wake up to. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and make some breakfast and coffee. By far my favorite part of camping is this part, waking up, making breakfast and coffee to some gorgeous views. Something to note while I'm thinking of it, if you're winter adventuring or camping and you're just sitting here like this, it's really important that you don't sit directly on the cold ground or on the cold snow. I'm currently actually sitting on my backpack. Normally I bring like a recycled foam pad, but I forgot it this time. But you lose so much body heat by sitting directly on the cold ground, even if it's a rock or something. You can lose a lot of body heat that way, and if you just have some kind of barrier between you and the ground, it can prevent you from feeling uncomfortable. So for breakfast, I just have 2 different oatmeal packets. Nope. If you're going winter camping and you're bringing fuel with you, make sure that you're getting the all-season fuel because butane doesn't really like to work well in these freezing temperatures, and you do not want to be in a position where your fuel is not cooperating, especially in colder temperatures. All right, it is time to break down camp and head home. I am officially home, warm, safe, sound, and toasty as can be. And yeah, that was the video. I hope you liked it, and if you did like it, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, do all of that sort of thing if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Okay, I'll catch you next time. Bye.